Hello, welcome back to another episode of Shannel Tarot Investigation. Today we are still investigating the case of Carlee Russell, case number 403-9871, the case of Kid Bait, Traffic Edition. Now, today we're going to be diving deep into the reading that I just did before this reading concerning this case. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down let's just call it a rabbit hole, if you will, of an investigation, okay? As an investigator, we have to go out there and turn, we got to investigate everybody in the community. We got to also investigate, different scenarios. We got to look at different scenarios, and we also got to, think outside the box sometimes, okay? And so that's what we're going to do today, okay? So I'm just doing my investigation. I'm bringing you along with me, okay? So in order for you to come with me, honey, I need you to apply for the job, girl, okay? I need you to apply to be an investigator. What kind of investigator? It is a CSI, okay? Yes, girl, we are hiring CSIs. What are CSIs? They are comment section investigators, okay? I repeat, they are the comment section investigators, okay? So if you are looking to be a CSI, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and you are in, girl. Okay, you are in. And plus you got to comment down in the comment section something very valuable concerning the case, okay? And, prove your worth, baby. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this case. Now, as I told you, we are currently investigating Miss Carlee Russell. She was missing earlier within the last 24 hours, but she has been found, okay? I repeat, Miss Carlee Russell has been found, okay? So we are so happy about that. We definitely are. So I hope the kidnappers or whoever did this to her didn't think that we was going to be like, oh, okay, time to go back to work. No. Not here. No. Okay, because we still have some answers, okay? Should I say we still have some questions that we need some answers to? Like, where was she? Okay, what happened? Okay, who are the people or entities or whatever that took her? Okay, that caused this issue. Okay, what is her condition right now? Is she okay? Okay, does she have memory? Okay, did they send her back dosed up on something that's going to make her seem mental, that any story she tells, nobody's going to believe her, okay? That's what we want to know today, okay? And so, in my reading, like I said, I'm using tips and clues from my reading, okay? Because that's what it's for. So, in my reading, it did mention something about a detective and somebody with a past in prison, okay? I noticed that. And it also came up with something about religion or a church. So what did I do? I started to investigate and search around I think it's the Interstate 459 is where she was last seen. And as you know, I know you guys have already seen it. When she pulled up on the scene, she was going so slow on the curb of the interstate, as if she was looking for something. And it's like, I thought you already seen the kid. So but think about it. If she seen the kid and she was going as fast as she was, there was no way she could stop, right? So that means she probably had to circle back around, okay, get off the interstate and come back around, and then try to realize which area did I see it in. I think I saw it at this. I know it's right here. And so it's like she was creeping up to see it. Now that's one scenario. But then I also thought, did somebody call her and tell her that a particular kid was going to be on side the road? But I feel like if that happened, she'll be also creeping up looking for somebody, because they're like, I think she's going to be at, exit number 27 or exit number 459 or whatever, however it goes. But I think that she probably would have told that to her cousins or to her family, whoever she was speaking to, okay? But she wasn't speaking to family. She was speaking to ex of the family, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend of the family, okay? I think it was her brother's girlfriend, okay? So, but either way, like I say, she pulled up on the curb, okay? And the only thing they showed us was she on the curb. She got out the car, went around the back of the car, and then she went to her back seat and sat there. Now, it made me think, why would you do that? Why would you get out of your car in the darkness and get out of your back seat like that, unless you was waiting on somebody that you knew, for one? But even then, I wouldn't wait like that. But did she get out and go grab the baby? the kid at this point? Is that what she did? Because she got out and sat in the back seat, but not to actually let the kid in, but to kind of like talk to the kid on the side, because we couldn't really see. Now that could be happening. But then next we see the police pull up with blue lights, and then the video cut off. And it's like, why did you cut the video off right there? I'm concerned. And we have reason to. Let's move on. Okay. Now, so of course, like I said, we was looking for prisons. We was looking for maybe a religion type of facility that's around where she was missing at. So I started to search what's around I-459. Okay, I was just looking around in Alabama. I'm not familiar with that area particularly. But so I came across a couple of churches. Okay, somebody said in the comment section said that it's definitely a prison over there. Okay, but if it's a prison, the prisoner should be in prison. Okay, unless it's some type of person that worked for the prison. But at a church, okay, because a religion was coming up, and it could be they out there trying to help you. Who knows? Okay, I just got to go and ask them some questions, and that's what I'm doing. So the church that came up was a couple of churches, but at the end of the day, it led me to this church right here, the Church of the Highlands. Okay, now this church came up and just stuck out to me because the Church of the Highlands opened up a $4.5 million pastoral recovery center, and people want to know what is that. The people in Alabama want to know, what is this center, and why did you spend that much money on a pastoral recovery center? And like, don't that sound weird? But it's like, it sounds like what it is. It is what it sounds like. Okay, it's where pastors go who have sinned, who have fallen short, aka have violated a woman in his congregation. Okay, so and when I say violate, I mean in the worst way. Okay, in the worst way. So this is where they would go to this center that's at the Church of Highlands. Okay, now this right here is Alabama's largest evangelist mega church. Okay, and this was opened in 2021. Okay, this project right here was started in 2021. Now, why would a project start in 2021 when people were struggling? People were struggling. You know what I'm saying? But so this is what y'all gonna open up for $4.5 million and barely want to give people stimulus checks. Okay. But let's move on. Okay, so this is a large mega church. They said sometime this church seats over 50,000 people. Okay, and it has over 22 campuses in Alabama. It's opened a new multi-million-dollar center called the Lodge of Grants Mill, and it's the main campus in Irondale. Okay, so remember that, the Lodge at Grants Mill. Okay, that's something that they had opened up for the pastors to go. It's like a retreat, a recovery center, so if you will. So they say. So as I started to research and go through, I started finding out, okay, so what was my reading said? In my reading, it was mentioned something about a basement, family, and children. Of course, you remember she said that she saw a kid on side the road, right? So when I Googled talking about the churches, and just when you put in churches, the location, you kind of see what articles pop up. Okay, and then so a couple of articles popped up. You kind of read and see which one kind of seemed like what's going on. And then this one stuck out to me. This guy right here. This guy is by the name of Max Pitt. He's a youth pastor. Now, in my reading, a lot of youth cards popped up. Okay, the child wounded card popped up, and the child divine card, which means it gives me children that could possibly be in church and children that could possibly be hurt. Okay, remember, you can go back to the reading and see that these cards pulled up. Okay, now he probably, the people that are hurting the kids probably say that they was hurt too, but it's like, that's no excuse. You know better, you grown. Okay, and it said that the kids, the youth people, the kids that's here, that's believing in them and coming to them for faith services, does not have an ability to defend themselves against any type of negative forces. Okay, so of course, kids that possibly don't have proper family and all this stuff like that. But the thing about this case is, this young lady had family that loved her, and they said they was going to scour the earth until they find her. Period. Okay, so but back to this article. Now, this right here church. This is right here. It's a youth pastor. Okay, he's a founder of the Basement. Now, in my reading, it said that either she was in the basement, but basement showed up in my reading. He's the founder of a ministry called the Basement. Now, what is the Basement? Now, the Basement is something that Pitt founded in his family's room, okay, in a Roebuck home in 2004. Now, this is an article I found online. It says that crowds used to jam into his parents' basement to kind of hear the word of God, okay. So it was really good that young people coming to hear the word of God and stuff like that. Now, he was turned down because he wanted to come and book another type of event at a different type of church, and they declined him. Okay, and it's like, well, why did you decline him? Because you let him do an event before. They said, well, because they don't want to get mixed up with him, because on August the 20th he was arrested, and he was arrested for what? Impersonation. Okay, and it's like, okay, well, sir, who were you impersonating? Well, he was impersonating an officer, y'all. Okay, he was pulling people over with blue lights because people, okay, now this is the story that's in this article. 2 men were in the woods, okay, just like I told you, in the woods, just like on 459, nothing but woods. They said they found a weapon, a pow in the woods. And they said when they called 911, okay, somebody pulled up. When they called 911, they said they called 911, and then he pulled up with blue lights, okay, talking about trying to get the weapon from them in the woods or something like that, okay, from 2 men off Interstate 65, okay, again, another interstate. It's like he do his work on the interstate, but he served 8 months for this. Now, impersonating an officer is a felony, and they even said it in the article, but yet he only served 8 months for what he did. Now look at him, he looking bad right here because his face is all scarred up and messed up. Now remember what happened. Who pulled over Carlee? Okay, all we saw was blue lights, and then the camera cut off. Now the blue lights could have been the officer, but still, I question, why did you cut the camera off right then and there? We should have saw everything all the way to the end until you wrapped up everything, till everybody got there and everything wrapped. But we didn't. It's like as soon as the blue lights got there, bam, cut off. Couple seconds later, cut off. Okay, so we didn't see him get out the car and do nothing with her. Okay, now when she was on the phone, remember they said that she was like, what's wrong with you, or something, or what's wrong with you, or something she said, or are you okay? No, she said, are you okay? And then they say no, she screamed. Now, did this person get out looking crazy, looking deranged, and she was like, are you okay? And then they say no, she screamed. She probably wasn't talking even to a kid at all. She was probably talking to the impersonating officer. Because if somebody pulled up to you looking like that, what you gonna say? Like, are you okay? Then they say no, she screamed. Okay? Which means she was expecting this to be an officer. So she probably said it calmly, but the fact that he was looking crazy, or probably apparently looking crazy, or allegedly looking crazy, she probably, asked him like, what, are you okay? And then bam, okay, she started to scream. Now, he, at this point, you don't know, tell him what he did to her at this point. So, but in this scenario right here, he pulled up with the blue lights again, okay. The men called 911, I guess, again. So my thing is, how do he know to pull up? Is he connected to 911? Okay, because even in the call with Carlee, why did 911 hang up with her? Why didn't they stay on the phone with her until the police got there? Okay, that was weird. Okay, and then it was just like very short, and even the phone call when I finally heard, I heard on TikTok, it sounded very Tyler Perry. Okay, if you will, very haves and a have-nots, season 1. So let's see. Now we got the blue lights. She done pulled up. She think it's the police. Okay, he done did this before. He only served 8 months for this on the interstate when he did this before. Okay. Now you want to know why he did 8 months and only 8 months? Well, let's see. Oh, girl, if my little slider, just go ahead and click on over, girl. Girl, I ain't gonna let the technology get me down today. But they said that he was charged with impersonating a peace officer, which is a felony. Now, from the incident that happened in, they said this happened in Grayson Valley in 2013. So this happened a long time ago. Okay, because it was a weapon in the woods. Now, how does somebody discover a weapon in the woods? Like, how do you even see a weapon in the woods? That's just weird to me. But next, okay, so not only did he pull people over, girl, he pulled people over and he was flashing a badge, okay? So he was flashing a badge and 100% impersonating a police officer. But the thing about him is that he said that he stated that the police gave it to him. He said that the officers gave it to him. He said they made me an officer. I have a badge. That's what he said in this article. He said the Jefferson County tax collector, J.T. Smallwood, was called to testify, okay, when he went to court, because now he got caught. He got caught, and when he got caught, girl, he jumped off a cliff, girl, trying to flee the police. They said a 10 to 17 foot drop. He jumped off of it trying to flee the police. That's why he was all scarred up looking in the face, girl. Okay, so, but he survived it. Okay, I was thinking, okay, well, maybe he didn't survive it, and then so therefore case closed. There's no need for me to investigate. Well, he survived it, and he was able to go to court. And when he went to court, people was testifying. They was calling up witnesses, and witnesses were saying that he definitely had a badge. And he said that, like I said, a tax collector, J.T. Smallwood, allegedly, now this is what the article said, was called to testify. And well, if he testified, it ain't alleged, it's true. He helped Pitt get the honorary badge for recognition of his hard work in the community as a youth pastor. Okay, so they said they wanted everybody to know that he was a good guy in the community, girl. Okay, and it says it was for identification purposes. Like, huh? So it's to identify him as a good guy to who? Well, the security guard of Matt Pitt said that the badge was also used to get Matt Pitt out of traffic tickets, and to get him through the airport traffic quicker. I repeat, that badge was not only was it used to identify him for identification purposes, it was used to identify him whenever he needed to get out of a traffic ticket, which means he can go ahead and clear on through, just in case he needs to run through. Okay, that's to let him know, okay, he on the job, aka he working. Okay, and to get through airport traffic quicker. Why would you need to get through airport traffic quicker? Girl, that's giving traffic all day, and it's almost like they gave him an honorary badge to do it. Okay. Because you know how back in the day when they said that, back in the day when they used to have these mobs in these small towns where they used to go back and attack the black people in the community, the white people would go to the sheriff, and they would become honorary sheriffs. Okay, they would become honorary sheriffs, which means they can go arrest and do whatever they need to do to the community. Okay, that they mad that they want to mob up, and that was granted. They also gave them access to planes and also access to whatever they need, bombs to mess up the community. You heard about Black Wall Street, right? Okay, so girl, let's move on. So next, so they gave him a badge, okay, and they said people was testifying to this, that he had a badge and the blue lights, girl. So the blue lights were the last to see her, okay, because it was an impersonator. And the child probably was with an unseen decor or a woman, okay. Now this showed up in my reading, okay. It could have been somebody that was family, a brunette female. Now think about it. If there was a child on the side of the road, you would think, now what would make the child not run into the road? Unless there was a woman that was hidden in the woods or hidden in the grass that was holding the baby, keeping the baby steady, keeping the baby occupied, but at the same time making sure the baby is visible. Okay? That's what I'm picking up. Okay? Moving on. Okay? So, next we're going to get deep into... So, the thing about it is when he went to court, that they was confused about it. Was he a reserve deputy or was he an honorary deputy? And they pretty much said they was the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. So he was granted an honorary deputy status. Therefore, he was not found guilty of impersonating law enforcement when he went to court, girl. Okay, look at him, happy and gleeful. Look at this person next to him, happy and smiling. After he done jumped off this 45-foot cliff, running from the cops now. He was running for his life. And now, he over here not found guilty, okay, in 2015. So, the situation I read about was in 2013. So, it was 2 situations where he did it. This is the second time, and he got off the second time. And even in the article, it says that he's going to continue on. In this article, he's going to continue on to preach the gospel to the youth. It said that. Okay, they was happy, and they even gave him an honorary award again. Okay, so it says Church of Highlands no longer affiliated with Pitt's basement. Now remember, the Highlands is the church that we just saw at the beginning. Now, they said that this man right here was preaching at every church around, every mega church that had a youth ministry. The point was him to come and kind of bring more youth to each church. So he was going around to each church and preaching. Okay, and remember, he out there impersonating stuff, and he addicted to stuff. Okay, because he had to detox and everything like that. He literally was running his own congregation into the ground because he kept on pretty much getting high. What the congregation was saying, allegedly. Okay. Now, okay, so pretty much the church said they was no longer affiliated with him in public. They said they didn't want to have nothing else to do with him because he out here tripping and getting caught. So a lot of churches tried to disown him, and then he kind of fell off the face of the earth. Okay, so you think, okay, I will tell you where he at now, but well, not where he's at. I ain't giving nobody location, but he is still here on the earth. Okay, now again, back to this Church of Highland. Okay, so they denounced him right after he been out there pulling people over with blue lights, just like this case, okay, with situations in the woods, just like this case, okay, and people calling the police on him, but yet he getting slapped on the wrist because he got the good guy badge. So, what is this lodge? This lodge is a place where the pastors can go and relax, relay, and release, okay. It says since 2001, the Church of Highland has been on the mission to do everything we can to train, resource, and pretty much heal pastors after they done did horrible stuff. Okay. Now, we're moving on next. Now, again, back to where Matt is. Matt is on TikTok, okay? He said that he's on TikTok, and he trying to make fun of everything right now. He's saying, I now get called Youth Pastor Matt. Okay, that's what he get called now, because he said he's no longer a pastor, I think. And I mean, his TikTok, you could tell he kind of recently got on TikTok, and he's not. I don't know if he's not active or he just not doing much or he just got there, but he don't get that many views or nothing like that. But then you will go in his comment section and you will see where people are like, oh, Matt, there you go. Like they've been looking for him. Like they didn't know where he was. Like he was hid out. But if you go to Reddit, they got a post where they was looking for him. They was like, where has he been? And the post said that he probably somewhere in the woods. And so that's before I even knew that he was impersonating stuff. And then they was like, well, he probably somewhere doing something else, they said. So they were saying all type of stuff that kind of let me know, like, okay, maybe I'm on to the right guy. Well, now, so let's move on. So now in the Church of Highland, this man right here is one of the pastors that preached also at the Church of Highland. But guess what? He was preaching at the Church of Highland as for his recovery treatment. Okay. Now guess what? This man right here, among those who undergo the restoration process are several pastors who stepped down after accusations of S-word misconduct, S-word harassment, and straight out the R-word. Okay, that rhymes with grape. Okay, cases include those of Josh Money, Caleb Treat, Jason Delgado, and Lodge's son, Michael, who was removed from his ministerial position at Greystone in 2017. Now Hodges, remember, Hodges is the man who, if I haven't told you, is the man who also started the missionary. He started the Highlands Grant campus, and his son is one of the clients as well, because he also had a violation at his church, and he was removed in 2017. Okay. Now next we got. Now they said the vision of Chris Hodge and Dino Rizzo. Okay, those are the two people who founded this place, and they also is the founder of ARC, which is Association of Related Churches. They reinstated fallen pastors with minimal consequences. That's what this article is saying. Okay, now this right here is a map of how the Highlands Grant Campus Mill, the campus looks. Okay, the Grant Mill campus, and it's next to this Cahaba River Trail and a cannon drop. Now, in my reading, girl, I was talking about there was some type of cannon, some type of not cannon, I didn't say cannon, I said it was a valley, okay, or some type of drop off, okay, and water. So they're located next to this river, this wooded area, which is a trail for most people. Now, this trail is not very much, I wouldn't say a lot of people go to it, but enough people do take this trail, but it's not one that's heavy paved. So it's like one of those trails that you kind of have to make your own trail. But it has some beautiful tropical flowers in it, and it has a lot of stones and all type of like different like artifacts, I think, that's in there. But don't you see how this is the campus right here? Do you see how they got a trail going specifically into the canyon? Okay. Why would you have, now I understand you got a trail going out there to the road, you got a trail in the back going out that way, but you got a lot of little trails going into this little wooded area. Like, why? Okay, what would you need to go in there? Now I understand you got a so-called retreat for the pastors, so, but those pastors, those are the last people that need to be going off in a wooded area. Okay, so that needs to be closed out right there for the pastors. Don't y'all agree? Now, this right here is located right off of I-579. Okay, it's 1 mile off of that. Now, is this cannon? Now, is this where she was found? Okay, and they just took a little trail and took them right on over that straight to the pastors, allegedly. Okay, because those pastors are not all in that retreat and just being calm and sweet. Girl, they got to be fed. Their appetites got to be fed, because they couldn't even keep it in their pants in their own congregation with their wife right there by their side. So you know they are not going to do right with this wooded area right here. Okay, that's a direct access to their homes, to their villages, to their cottages. Okay, girl, and it just concerning me. But let's move on. Now, a lot of people was real concerned about this being built. A lot of people of the congregation, and they were asking questions. But the person who owns it, Chris Hodges, gave them a quote, and he said, "Only people of equal or higher spiritual authority may question what God impresses leadership to do." In other words, he said, go mind your business. Okay. It says that vision started when Hodges restored Rizzo. Now, Rizzo is I think that was the man I just showed you earlier, but I don't know if I got a picture of Rizzo. But Rizzo is the partner who started this with him. Okay. Now, since he started it with him, how are you also the first client? So yes, Rizzo needed help because he cheated on his wife in 2012 while he was a senior pastor at a church called Healing Place Church in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He got a church called Healing Place, and he over there, I guess, what is he doing? Laying hands on people. Okay, healing hands. But yeah, he cheated on his wife over there. So he couldn't even do right with his wife and his congregation, with his family, with his kid. You think he gonna do right in this area right here with all type of back pathways to the Cahaba River trails, right off a mile off of 459? Okay, so. But it says amongst the others, pastors who stepped down. Now they had to step down from their congregation because of the accusations. And I told you what those accusations was. And I listed the people that were also part of those people. Now also part of those people Well, also a pastor that he just hired who also had issues. It's like, huh? Now, this is the retreat right here. This is how it looks. Okay. Now, remember I said it has some type of, look, it has, in my reading, this card was pulled, that wherever they was, this house, this location, had this type of setting right here. Okay. That maybe she was away from this set, or you see her heading to this. Okay. They kind of look like how this house is set up kind of here. Okay. With some type of pillars in front. Okay. Because this house is right here, located right along the beautiful Cahaba River. Okay. So that's how they trying to let you know that the pastors can come, and come here and relax. And they say pastors come here from all over the world. Yikes. Yikes. They say they come from all over the world to Alabama. Girl, that's a huge appetite to fill. And while we was in the house trying to survive, they was out here planning networks, trying to get this set up and get this built and everything. While we out here trying to find houses to buy, to rent, to live in, they out here building retreats for fallen angels, okay? For fallen demons, okay? Or for standing demons. But the Church of Highland dismisses any suggestion that they run a 4.5 million retreat for fallen pastors. They said they're not. They said they're not doing that. They said in their facility they are not doing any type of restoration. Okay, sir, are you not going to deny that there's fallen pastors? He said, no, there's fallen pastors. He said that they're not restoring them. Okay, that's what this article said. Okay, and so he also got in trouble because he liked a tweet back in the time that Donald Trump had said something about something, and he liked it, and his congregation kind of fell against him. A lot of people went against him because of that, and he kind of apologized so many times. He said he didn't mean no harm. Oh, well, okay, that's what you say. But let's look around the retreat, what all we see. Now, in my reading, we saw this tree, this huge tree here. Now, look how it's open here. Now, can you hide some people in there? Can you kind of drag somebody by their wig, and after you done drug them or whatever, and hide them in that tree for a minute, just in case, if you needed to? Okay. It told me about some type of huge tree in my reading. Okay. Right here, you see all these lodges. Okay, it was telling me something about either a bridge or a lot of stones. Okay. And this place right here also have a stone hedge. Okay. It has a lot of stone, natural stones that are here. Okay. It also was speaking about a bridge. Okay, as you see, the Cahaba River has a bridge that oversees a river, the river. Okay. Let's see what next do we have here. Now, these are pictures that's posted by the people who visited. You know how you can go to the different type of review websites, and you'll see where people visited and they gave their review and they left pictures. So this is some of the pictures. See this tree right here? This also was a tree that I discovered in my reading. Okay, you see how this lady is on this tree. Is this a path to get to the retreat? Okay, so I feel like what we discovered in the reading was a path that they probably took to get through the wooded areas to get to the resort. Because this tree definitely showed up here, and then there go that tree right there. Okay, and here go the stone hedge, the round table, the round stone. Okay, that could possibly be this that was found in the freaking reading. Okay, now also what we found in this reading, of course you see the river down there, but also right here there's a gate here that's blocking that you can't just walk, okay, into the Grant Mill Resort. So there's a gate there. So if you get in there after you've trailed all that, there's got to be a special way for this person, you know, for the traffickers to get through, if they need to get through. If we're on the right track, allegedly. But Grant Mills, okay, that's a sign right here. It's, this kind of tell you if you want to come in the proper way, how to get in, I guess. But the ARC pastors in Florida and Mississippi have also resigned amidst accusation of the R word and the S word harassment. These pastors and ARC are named in 2 recent lawsuits, okay, alleging negligence and cover up concerning the pastors' reported crimes against women. Okay, this right here is in an article that they was trying to cover up about these pastors and what they have done and the crimes being reported, and to the point that they was even getting to the point they were suing the people who was reporting the crimes. It's like, what? So this is the man who opened up the retreat. Okay, now not only did he open up the retreat, because remember he was over there liking Trump tweets, so he got canceled a little bit. So in order to come back that cancellation, he went and hired a African American pastor by the name of Micah Carter, who relocated to Highland as part of his restoration process after being accused of no, okay, that's not him. Now Micah was the dude that I just showed you before. Okay, I'm getting mixed up. Now his name right here is Mayo Sowell. Okay, they hired him to be the pastor. Okay, now let me see what's going on with Michael Carter. Michael Carter relocated to okay, I already told you about that he came there after he I said he cheated on his wife, but really Michael had let me go back to Michael so you can see who Michael was. Let me see where Michael at. This is a whole paragraph I got to read, girl. They said the Lodge of Grant Mills provides a place for prayer, rest, fellowship, personal development, and training, and even events. It's located on the exit right outside of Interstate 459 near I-20. Okay. But anyway, let me tell you who Michael Carter is. He relocated to the church just so he can so-called recoup his, repent his sins by teaching the youth after he done been accused of the R word of a staff member at his church called Together Church, which was located in Washington State. Now, a lawsuit escalated, but Carter had since resigned. Now, after that happened, guess what? Highland Church disowned him. It's like, oh, you're going to disown him now after he done did all his dirt, he done got caught. So what happens is, once they get caught, they disown you. They don't know you, okay? But it's like you knew them while they was doing it, though. That's what you act like. That's what you fail to act like we don't see. You owned him while he was doing it. You disowned him when he got caught, okay? That's silly, okay? That's silly to me. Let's move on, girl. But anyway, so Hodges went out because he said, girl, so Michael got fired. He had to step down. Mr. Carter had to step down because he did the ultimate thing. Okay, after he had to step down. So then we went on to Mr. Mayo Sowell. Now he's a father, a husband, and a Christian. That's how they described him, girl. A father, a husband, and a Christian. Okay, so you already know it's going to be some BS. But let's get into it. Girl, my technology is acting up, girl, but I'm not going to let that discourage me, okay, because this show will go on as soon as my slideshow catch up with me, okay? But anyway, I want you to know about Mr. Sowell, okay, Mr. Mayo Sowell, who is the new pastor at the Highland Church, because what's name was getting canceled because of Trump tweets. Girl, let me catch up. Let me get caught up first. Because there's no need to talk about him and then he ain't here to face the music. Now watch, I done went through 100 slides and now I'm all the way at the end. And that's going to upset me. Oh, girl. And I feel like my computer is going slow. It's a little delay here. Which is cool. I mean, I'm going to pull some cards on these people to see what's the energy behind them. But I just want to give y'all the story first. I'm already over the presentation. But anyway, let me tell you about this man. The man that came in to combat the cancellation. Okay, black man to the rescue. He's a former football star. He was a star at, I think, at the UAB. Okay, at the University of Auburn. He also was an inmate. I repeat, an inmate. Okay, he got a pass of prison, baby. Now remember my past reading, there's somebody who got a pass that's in the prison. So he was an inmate for slanging the, the narcotics on the streets of Atlanta. Yes, he was. Okay, he got caught selling, and he served 5 years in prison. Yes, he did. Now, the thing about him serving his 5 years in prison, he didn't just serve his 5 years in prison alone, girl. Now, remember, he got a whole wife, right? Guess when he met his wife? He met his wife between the time he got arrested and the time he was sentenced. He met her in between the time he was arrested and the time he was sentenced, which means after he did the crime, he went out there and found a pen pal to marry, okay, to be his rock to carry him through while he was in jail, in prison. That is so silly. He did not know this lady beforehand. Okay, and then she waited for him to get out of prison for 5 years, because I think the people he was with got caught. They were supposed to get up to 20 years, but instead he only got 5 federal time. Okay, now once he got out of jail, he started selling real estate. Well, he was selling real estate before he got in, but when he got out, he had found the Lord. Okay, here we go. Now he received a second chance. Okay, he's a former inmate and football player. Opens up about church in Sandy Springs. Not only did he I guess do a job well done in Highland in Alabama, they promoted him to the point that he's going to be opening up his own church in Atlanta. Yes, he is. Okay. Yes, ma'am. So look for him in Sandy Springs. He's opened up his own church in Sandy Springs. But he says he's reformed because he went to the Restoration Center, and he said he's good. Now here's his wife here. Now I don't know if she'll pick me, she'll not, but here go the two. He got 2 kids together. So he claimed he's a family man now. Girl, he don't want to be seen, girl. He's trying to hide. Now this article was written in 2022. Now the thing about him is that he also graduated from the same school that Carlee Russell also attended. Now I also learned that Carlee she pledged a sorority. This man also attended the same college she went to. His career was ended because he tore his ACL. Also, Matt Pitt also went to UAB. Went to the same college as Carlee as well. He ended up messing up his career. As a student, he messed up because he was caught doing drugs. Okay, he was doing some type of drugs on the campus, and so he got caught with that Matt Pitt. So it's like both of these guys are from the same school Carlee went to. Okay, but they failed. Okay, they didn't make it through. Okay, is that a coincidence? I don't know. I don't think not. Now, let's look at the history of the Cahaba River. Okay, let's look at what's going on around the Cahaba River. This river that's leading up into the villa. Okay, because I just want to know, is there anything going on that we need to know about? Well, yes, it's a lot. Look, a body of a 29-year-old man recovered in the Cahaba River. Man found D-word in the Cahaba River. 26-year-old who drowned in Cahaba River. Okay, identified. Hoover man drowns in Cahaba River after falling off stationary log. Like, how do you know that this man fell off a stationary log? Okay, it's the propaganda for me. You don't know who took him, you don't know what happened, but you knew he was on a stationary log and he fell off of it, and it was slippery. Okay, let's move on, girl. Okay, we'll move on as soon as my little slide catch up with me, girl. It's behind, but it's still more. It's like so many. Like I could have went on forever, screenshotting different people being different bodies, body parts, all type of stuff being found in this Cahaba River. So is this the dumping ground? Okay, of the trade. Whenever you done trading, or something happened, that's where you got to take the bodies. Okay, because what else you gonna do with it? Okay. Now, of course, she was found, and where was she found? She was found at this red roof hotel or motel. Okay. Again, this kind of giving me the vibe. Look at the front of this right here. Okay, it's still giving me that type of vibe of this hotel. Am I reading? This card showed up with the pillars, with the 4 pillars. They go to 4 pillars right here. Now the Red Roof Inn. Now you know the Red Roof Inn is for, it ain't the classy hotel. Okay, it ain't the classy thing you want to do in life. But she was found there. They say that she was found there, which means she received a call from that. So I went to the Google Maps and tried to see what's around in this area around this Red Roof Inn. And girl, right down here, if you see right down here when it's focusing in, right around this Red Roof Inn, this is where the Red Roof Inn is. And right here, in this little area right here, is the Metropolitan Church, aka the Church of Highlands. Okay, the Metropolitan Church of God. Okay, 2800 Metropolitan Way, Birmingham, Alabama. This is right there where we just were. It didn't seem like it's called by different names. Okay, but it's different type of churches here. And there's also another church called Broadwood Church here. Okay, so here go the Metropolitan Church, because that was the original name of it at first. With Matt Pitt worked at the Metropolitan Church, and then they later called, I think they changed their name to the Highlands. Okay, let's move on. So now that we see that right now there's a Metropolitan Church right there next to the red roof. Is that the same one that we just visited? Because if you don't know, there's many locations of this facility. It's not just one. Right here is so many. Look, over 20, if not more. Okay, where pastors come from all over the world. Now they said that this church right here is a pastoral recovery center. On TikTok, I went to this lady TikTok right here, and she said, and I went to the comment section of what people were saying about the church, and they were saying that this church was the first church that I visited when I left my family's church. It felt very culty, and I never went back. Now my family goes there. Wow. So I want to do Carlee family, or did Carlee attend any of these churches? Okay. And then the next person said definitely a cult. And then the next person said it's a criminal organization and an illegitimate business, definitely cult-like. And the next one said the fact that they hooked up with Matt Pix tells it all I need to know. Okay, so it's like in this comment, just in these 4 little comments, it just told us so much that this church right here has hooked up, it's linked back to Matt. The people are linked in the back, okay? And they also, has so many locations. And the fact that it's next to an old seedy motel where they can easily drop her off, because in my reading, I showed that sister girl was being kept in a house, okay? In a house. Remember I said there was some kind of buildings behind this house, official buildings, like some type of official government buildings that's supporting this facility, this gated facility. Remember we just saw the gates? Then I said that Carlee could possibly be being imprisoned here in despair, but then we got a privileged lady. It's almost like they're being used for money, okay? But the thing is, they got a message of concern concerning her, and they had to let her go because it was too much media around her, too much media, and they didn't want that to expose this cover up. So what they do, they probably drugged her up and dropped her off at the seedy motel and try to say that, anything could have happened at this point. Anything could have been said at this point. And then I look down here at this map right here. It is showing that this motel right here is right off 459 highway. Okay, it's off the 65 right here, and here goes the 459 right here. Closer look, the 459. Okay, all the way next to a McDonald's, honey. Okay, and then it's located. Now look, when we go down this road, now remember, when you can click on this, you can go down the road with Google, you can see the picture. Now as we heading up to the church, we can see the motel. We going down the road towards the motel, towards the villa, and we see this road. There go that bridge again. That bridge that's right over. Okay, not this bridge. It's another type of bridge. That I showed you a bridge that was in my reading. Here go the bridge. Now right here on this road, you go up this hill, which is going to be here, and Metropolitan Way, and look, no street view available. No street image available. Why? Why Google couldn't go up there and take a picture? So is Google in on this too? So it's a whole system, y'all. So why wouldn't they take a picture of this area? This area definitely needs to be highlighted because it got all type of fallen soldiers, fallen angels, fallen demons that's coming up and down this road. Okay, but yet we cannot see anything on Google Maps when it comes to that. Fishy, suspicious, very much planned and plotted. Okay. Now the thing about it is, because of this message of concern, the traffickers changed their mind because of the media coverage, and they had to drop her back off, sis. They had to drop sis back off somewhere. Okay. So now we're gonna pull the energy on these people. Okay. Let's see, what is the energy around Matt Pitt? Okay, where was Matt Pitt when it came to Carlee Russell? Where was Matt Pitt when it came to Carlee Russell disappearance? Where was he? Okay. Girl. Okay, so it seems right here, it says money contentment, a signing of a money agreement. So he has some type of contract. He had a contract that he had to fulfill for the 10 of Pentacles, baby. It's very lucrative. This business is very lucrative because he's risking a lot. So now with this 10 of Pentacles energy, it's giving me, again, money contentment, money contract, somewhere dealing with money, signing some type of contract. For the 9 of Swords energy, fears and frustration, letting go of some type of emotions, okay? Girl, money contract concerning somebody fears, anxiety, can't sleep at night doing some type of dirt. Okay, look at this person in distress, causing distress. Okay, out in the cold, baby, out at night, outside. This is the outside card. Homeless energy, homeless vibes. Okay, delays around money coming in from out the cold. So whatever this is going to cause him to come out the cold with the 5 of Pentacles. Like you half the money now and half of the money when the person is in my bed or whatever. Okay. Next, we got the energy of the King of Swords. We got a man with that sword energy. You know, that sword energy is the truth. It's also that weapon. It's also that brutal energy. Okay, being forceful. Okay, this is the most forceful king here. It speaks about a man over 25 years old with brown eyes to brown hair, cold, abrasive, and demanding. Okay, so he was demanding and taking what he wanted with weapon. Again, with this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles showed up in the previous reading. Also speaks about a man with dark eyes and dark hair, business, arrogant, and powerful. So was he with a partner? Okay, because now when he pulled over those 2 men at the time, he was with a partner as well that time. Okay, he had a partner in crime. So it seemed like 2 men pulled up on her at night and caught her. But this is a contracted job. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. Give me more. Who contracted him? Who contracted Matt to do this, allegedly? Who's this contract with? Okay. So the contract seems like it's with Oh, the main man and the courts, okay, and the government officials. Look at that building that I told you that's up behind this house. Where that house at, girl? Where is that house, baby? Okay, see that government building? It almost looks like the Capitol, okay? So it's some type of contract with the House of Representatives, baby. With the White House? Is that the White House? The courthouse, the White House, government judgment, the main man, who is Mr. Pitt, okay, in court. So it's like, was that part of his court? Okay, because he's been in court a lot. So it seemed like he was on the scene, baby. He was outside, baby. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull some cards. Let's see. Give me the energy of Matt Pitt when it comes to Carlee Russell. What can you tell me about Matt Pitt when it comes to Carlee Russell? Okay, he definitely got that sword energy. Brutal. Okay. Okay, I feel like only one card wants to come out. And, ooh, girl. Not the hunter. Aggressor, a tracker, and a provider. So he aggressively tracked her down and provided her to the facility, to the house, okay, to the House of Representatives, to the court, okay, to the men's. Ooh, girl. Okay, so so we pretty much seen that he seemed like he was on the scene, baby. He was being the officer and everything, baby. The courts had granted him the official sheriff badge, and he was using it. It seems like it. Okay. Give me more about... So is that the reason why the detective and the thief showed up? Because Mr. Matt showed up as the detective, as impersonating the officer, and he stole her. He took her, abducted her. Okay, acting like he cared, and he didn't. Okay, because this card also showed up. But I'm so concerned about the kids as well. What do I need to know about Matt Pitt and when it comes to children? Okay, when it comes to children, what do I need to know? Girl, it's religion. Okay, it speaks about canon, rules, and commandments. Okay, so he probably still doing the youth. He probably still doing the youth. Okay, does he have anything to do with the baby that Carlee seen? If so, show me, what does he have to do with that baby? Did he have anything with the baby? Or the child that was on the side of the road? What did he have to do with the child that was on the side of the road? Girl, they said it was prey. Stalked, invaded, and watched. Lord have mercy. So the baby was used as a prey. Okay, I mean not prey but bait. Okay, so that they can prey on Miss Carlee. It seemed like she was stopped and her space was invaded and she was watched. Okay, so I wonder if they watch her from the road. So Lord have mercy. So let's see, what does Mr. Hodge, okay, Chris Hodges, okay, does Chris Hodges have anything to do with this? If so, let me know. What does Chris Hodges have to do? He is the owner of the Grant Mills campus. Who is Chris Hodges to Miss Carlee Russell? Okay, the cards show here. Oh, girl, adjudication, baby. He the judge. Okay, he the judge and the jury, girl. Adjudication. It has something to do with legal system. He has something to do with the legal system for sure. Okay, either he done made an agreement with the legal system, or he got some type of contract, or he working with them. Again, give me more about Mr. Chris Hodges when it comes to Carlee Russell. What do I need to know about Chris Hodges and Carlee Russell? Okay. It speaks about the death rites, saying goodbye, a formal occasion. Speaks about honoring lives. So it speaks about the death rite, girl. Is he the one that's going up there doing the sacrificing? Okay. It's saying goodbye, a formal occasion. So he's a person, is he the spokesperson? But this card right here, intuitive, is telling me thoughtful, polite. He the person that comes across as being courtesy, polite, as if he had good manners. Okay, but yet he's trying. It seems like he may even be trying to please the wolves that's behind him. But, or then again, he could be the wolf that's behind everything. Because with the death right, it's like it's a right that you get after the death of something. But it's also speaking about a formal occasion. Could it be some type of formal occasion that goes on at the stone hedge, that they honor life or sacrifice lives or something like that? But he also showing up as the preacher and the founder, maybe too. Okay. So, did he have anything to do with the disappearance of Carlee? If so, let me see it. Did Chris Hodges have anything to do with it? Okay. We got 2 cards that popped out so far. So, we're going to just see what they are. Oh, girl. Yeah. It says the moon card, deception and delays, emotional up and down, and you may be deceiving yourself and others. Emotional up and down, baby. You're deceiving people with the 3 of Pentacles, with what's going on in this church behind the scenes. So there's a lot of deception that's going on behind the church walls, under the church, baby, in secret. I see 3 partners here, 3 of Pentacles. It speaks about, because he's trying to get some type of improvement, some type of building, like building something. But it's all deceptive. And it speaks about the place of worship, glory. Okay, so yeah, he is using the place of worship for some type of deception. What is this deception here? What is this deception here? Okay, the deception is showing up as, a death card and a 4 of Pentacles. Okay, in reverse, which means the death or the situation or an ending so that he can have a new beginning when it comes to this money situation. His money coming in the proper way. But it's money coming in a sneaky way. Okay? You being sneaky with this type of money coming in. And you hiding it. And you trying to make it, cover it up and try to make it clean. Okay? But it's definitely a dark situation here. And look at the Pope right there begging for something. Okay? So yeah, it's very secretive about what's going on in this church, the darkness that's going on in this church, especially when it comes to children, when it comes to women. Okay, and it seems like all just to please, just for him to rise up and just for the preacher to beg for forgiveness, but everybody else is getting tormented. Okay, so you're trying to save the preachers and stuff like that, but they still doing the dirt behind the closed doors. Okay, girl. Now let's pull some cards on this other guy that we have real fast, real quick. The new pastor who's going to open up his church in Atlanta now, girl. He about to be in the ATL. So let's see what's going on with Mr. Mayo Sowell. Mayo Sowell. Okay, opened up his new church, met his wife while he was, after he done been arrested and about to be serving his time. He married his wife in between those 2 times. And had 2 kids with her. Okay. She waited for him for 5 years. Now he's about to open up his church. So what's the energy with Carlee and Mayo Sowell, if anything? Okay. So the energy that we have here, first thing is the hermit mode, okay? So it's like somebody being alone, okay? Somebody reflecting on something, looking in the mirror, reflecting on something. Because when you get in hermit mode, you putting yourself out of, commission. You saying, yeah, let me reevaluate what's going on in my life and see what's going on. And I need to do that by myself. Okay, I see this hermit mode energy with the emperor. Now the emperor is somebody that been through a lot. Okay, he done been through a rough life, but yet he's standing tall. Girl, is he at the cathedral? Baby, is he in the pool pit? Okay. Next we got the 8 of Cups. Walking away from a situation that could be materialistic, or walking away from material things, knowing that there's nothing else you can do in this situation. You got to walk away from it because somebody stepped off into a situation as the fool. Okay, somebody was naive and got into a situation with this emperor. And I feel like the issues with this Emperor caused her to kind of like either, I don't know, was she waiting on this Emperor? Let me pull some more. Cause it's like she walked into something naively while she was sitting here waiting on him, possibly. Okay, somebody that she once cared about, but she knew that they had broke up or they had ended something, but she felt like, you know, she can't walk away from it, or she gonna walk away from it, but she just trying to hear him out one more time. Okay, then we got the Sun. Okay, it's like a new opportunity. Okay, a new day. Okay, and you're feeling good, feeling warmth. This again giving me meditation. But then we got the Hanged Woman. Not the Hanged Woman. Somebody being stuck. And I feel like somebody was stuck in this situation with this Emperor. Is Mayo her Emperor? Because remember, he went to the same school with. Now I don't think he went to the same school at the same time. But I don't know when she graduated. I don't know when he graduated. But he served 5 years. I don't know. Next we got this Ace of Wands energy, honey. With opportunity, possibly. Or it could be some passion. Some passion here. Okay, with that one activity. Okay, somebody probably gave you, could have been a one night stand that, you know, turns into a situationship. Okay, and somebody wanted to move forward with this situationship or this situation because they were young and naive. Okay, but they couldn't move forward because that's a Queen of Pentacles already in the situation. Okay, there's always a Queen of Pentacles or somebody that was pregnant. Okay, moving on with the Knight of Cups. Okay, somebody that this knight was already in a relationship with. So is this the wife girl that kind of looked like her? Okay, and so it seemed like she may have been naive to this relationship. Was she waiting on him to pull up? I don't know, girl. Okay, but I am seeing that she was reflecting on something. Okay, something that seemed like she went through, that she needs to meditate through and get through because of this Emperor. Okay, now the Emperor can be sexy, he powerful, girl. He got status. Okay, but he also got some war wounds. Okay, he done either been to prison, baby. He done been to war. He done been somewhere. Okay, as you see, he's scarred up on the chest, but he got a nice chest. Okay, but there's some secrets around this. Something that they was holding close to their chest and wasn't speaking about, that left her in a Hanged Woman situation where she couldn't speak about it or talk about it. So I don't know if she was meeting up with him with one more chance about an opportunity. You know, I don't know if she thought that there was one more opportunity to get together with this passionate opportunity. She walked into something naively as the Fool. Okay, towards thinking things gonna advance. But I wonder. Okay, now I didn't show that nothing. It seems like, but it's ending with a man and a woman here. A young man, possibly, or a woman that's older than a man. Okay? Remember, two people were here. It could be this man and this woman, or a woman and a man. Okay? Let's find out more about this Emperor energy. What can you tell me about this Emperor energy when it comes to Carlee Russell and Mayo? Oh. Girl, Mayo maybe. Was he the sugar daddy? He's showing up as the wealthy man, the sudden wealth. But also the Emperor is rich. Okay. Now, is he rich because he's owner of a mega church? Why is he rich? Okay. Is he rich because he worked for some type of organization? Is he getting paid up on the table? Why is he so rich, baby? Okay. The pastors be rich. Why does she feel like she's stuck? Okay. Let's find out more about this stuck energy for Miss Carlee and Mayo. Did she feel stuck with Mayo? I mean, she probably don't even know Mayo. I don't even know if she know Mayo. I'm just pulling some cards and see what's the energy. I'm going to ask Mayo where he was at the time of her disappearance. That's going to tell me if it's him or not. But whatever this energy is, she was stuck because somebody was sorry, not giving an F. Unremorseful, bitchy, and don't care. But it says a humble brag. Don't be so obvious. Read between the lines. Self-promoting and disgusting brag. Disguised brag. So, I don't know. Somebody was bragging, girl. Was a side chick bragging? Was somebody confronted somebody and didn't give a F about it? Okay? And she felt stuck. Girl. Let's see. Where was he? Okay. Let's find out where was he. No, not where was he. I'm going to ask first, what is the energy with this deck with Carlee and Mayo? The energy with Carlee and Mayo. Okay. Girl, it seemed like somebody gave somebody something with ecstasy, or somebody was in bliss or in heaven, okay, in La La Land, okay. It speaks about yielding bliss and rapture. And also, next we have hope. There's some hope here. Anticipation, bright prospect, a wish. Is she wishing to be the next one? Is she the side chick? I mean, I'm alleged, I don't know. And then we got somebody showing up as the anti-hero. Coming to help, coming to rescue, but not really. A maverick, a risk taker, a rule breaker. Somebody broke the rules. Okay? Redemption. Oh, Lord. Go ahead and send him over there to the clinic, baby. To the Mayo Clinic, baby. So he can be healed over there. Okay? It says absolute forgiveness and penance. So, yeah, it seemed like he going to have to be sent over because there was some hope for being the top prospect here. Okay? Now, where was he? Okay, where was Mayo at the time of her missing? Where was he? Where was Mayo when she went missing? Ooh. Was he love bombing her? Lovers? But then it says marriage in reverse. Was he with his wife? He said he probably was with his wife. But there's a lover and marriage. So he could have been with his lover, okay, at, married. Or he could have been, I said this was in reverse, out there making love in the club, baby. Okay, let's get the energy behind this lovers and marriage. Where was he at the time of her disappearance? Where was he at the time of her disappearance? Mayo. Where was Mayo at the time of Carlee's disappearance? Okay, this is too much. Okay, let me just take what's right here. Okay, where was he? Okay, it says the mood. Okay, so he was in some type of mood. It says the topic of how you're feeling is relatable to them, understanding. So he was in some type of mood, and something was well played for him. It's like he played the game properly. Okay, it's like the task well done, very skillful, nice work, clever, a great move that was played here. But he's going to keep it on low. Okay, he's going to keep it on the DL, on the down low. To not announce something, to treat with little to no emphasis, secretly not showing some type of hidden information he has here. Wow. Because the struggle is real. He was hitting a rough patch in life, a frustrating situation. So it seemed like this situation was frustrating. I don't know if she's going to call the wife or call somebody. Girl, because lover and marriage is here. I don't know if she's going to call the marriage, call a wife. Okay, because he needed forgiveness and repentance. He said he's going to repent because he showed up as somebody who's going to show up as the hero, but he was the opposite of the hero. Okay, because the mood had changed when it comes to this lover card. But I think she was possibly hoping for something more. Is that why she went to the other side of the car and waited? And instead of her saying that she was out here meeting a lover, she told her family that she was on side the road meeting a kid. Okay, could that have been a cover up for a secret love? Okay, I don't know, but it's like somebody was annoyed, and this was a setback in a very trying time. Okay, so it wasn't easy because somebody was love bombing somebody. Okay, which means that they showering them with attention, but they trying to kind of maneuver somebody's the way they move. So it's some type of hidden intentions, and somebody's being very manipulative. So I'm starting to pick up now that something was low key and somebody was about to bring it out. And so a plan had to be made so that, because I feel like there was a breakup here, and she probably wasn't going to meet up with him no more. And she was going to do what she's going to do. But then he was like, you have to love bomb. You have to come in and act like you was nice. Okay? Come in and act like you was being nice and love bomb. That's why this Knight of Cups is at the end. Okay? Because a plan was made here with this Ace of Wands and this Two of Wands to move forward with something. Somebody was going to move forward with something. But she felt stuck. So he came in and started love bombing the situation. Because it says, before anyone else, someone special, a pet name, a lover, a couple, a love life. Okay? Can't even deal with it. Can't even deal with this situation. Don't know what to do or say. Can't even comprehend. Shaking your head. Wow. So you see how it's a lot of a lot going on here. It's just like somebody can't deal with. He already got issues, baby. He just freshly out of prison, baby. Oh Lord, not the flatline. Okay, he said the relationship and the situation is dying. The conversation went dead. Can't resurrect this lost interest. It's over. Okay, but somebody wanted to stay. Okay, a staycation, a vacation spent at home, enjoying local attraction, a mini vacation on the budget, baby, at the Red Roof Inn. Was she meeting a lover at the Red Roof? Spilling the tea, something juicy, a hidden truth. Okay, see again, somebody was about to make that phone call. Okay, somebody was about to have a woman to woman situation, but it says she was going to tell the truth. It was the hidden truth, but it was going to be disclosing some information, some slander, maybe even some gossip, shocking untruth. Somebody was untrustworthy. Okay, so he felt like, you're going to call my wife, you're going to tell some stuff, you're going to get me messed up, you're going to have my relationship and my situation flatline. That's going to be an issue. Somebody was suspect. Someone is being shady. Something is being hidden, suspicious, suspect, untrustworthy, girl. With Mr. Mayo, canceled. Dismissing someone or a situation, rejecting someone or idea. Rejection, not interested, and gonna boycott it, baby. It's over. So it seemed like this situation ended quite badly. And if it wasn't for media attention, it could have ended worse. But she was found, okay? But you see the energy that was out there. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes, girl. So what I'm going to do is end it here, okay? And you can catch me on the next one, okay? Talk to you later, girl. Bye.